You've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home Target Center. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, Anthony Simons came in as a shy teenager. He said, people here have seen me grow up. Even those around me tell me, man, you've come a long way. You're becoming a man now. I'm coming out of my shell. I've grown a lot, and I'm out of the quiet stage. Now, I'm much more talkative. Kevin?
He is, and his game, David, speaks volumes by itself. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Paul George is out there with Batum. Then it's Anthony Simons. Then there's Whiteside, and it's LeBron in at the point guard position. And for Minnesota, we've got Durant, Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Ibaka. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
And it's Simons missing. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Morant kicks to Durant. Now, here's Anunoby. A floater. Yep, it counts. Morant's got his team on the board to start the game for the Timberwolves.
Well, the contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
George, no good. Batum against Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Hassan Whiteside. And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
Free throw good. Giannis. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable. A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Anunoby passes to Durant. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Simons finds James. Morant with the steal. Fires the 3. And KD the bucket on the assist by Morant.
And KD decisive that time, wasting no time, rises up and fires.
James the pass to George. Whiteside a screen on Anunoby. And George gets it to go.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. Now, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
James the pass to George. Back to LeBron. Over Morant. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Morant kicks to Ibaka. Here's Durant. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Simons has it in the corner. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Yeah, Simons has great confidence in shooting that three ball, and that consistency will help this squad.
Durant inside. Covered by Simons. Giannis, that's a two-pointer. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Giannis has got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's LeBron, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league.
And James and his court awareness is just so extra special. Just whenever a guy has a clean look, they're going to get the ball.
Here's Morant. They lead by 1. KD's shot is off. Simons against KD. That puts them in the lead. Simons has got his second bucket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Anunoby kicks to Durant. To the inside. Giannis dunks it down.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Pass to Whiteside. Now here's LeBron. Guarded by Morant. Batum wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Portland.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Morant. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. And it's Durant missing.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Simons with the ball. 5 points in the game. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Whiteside. The shot that time not on target. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Batum sets a screen for James. Back to Batum. 5 to shoot. Here's George. And no good. Good D by Anunoby. Passes it to Ibaka. Durant with it. Covered by Simons. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. No good on the triple. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Trailblazers. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And here's KD for 3. No basket with that shot, having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
James finds Simon. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Halliburton's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Powell's checked in. Now Morant, coming off a solid outing against Denver. 14 feet away, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
So for the Trailblazers, Wayne Dedmon comes in for Anfernee Simons, and it's Powell in for Nicholas Batum. So he gets them both. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Powell, that's good.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now, here is George, following the miss by Ja Morant. And George kicks to LeBron. Dedmon a screen. 6 to shoot. Hard to believe, Greg, last season, LeBron missing the playoffs for just the 3rd time in his career.
And Kevin, it almost felt surreal to not have him in the playoffs. I mean, this guy's been a fixture in the postseason for almost 2 decades now. Just another bullet on LeBron's incredible resume.
First free throw is good.
And the thing you marvel about with LeBron James is just the consistency of his excellence. He's been a top 5 player in the league now for 2 decades.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Abdia's checked in for Durant. Kisper comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Bruce Brown in for Ja Morant. Here's Kispert. Pass to Halliburton. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Powell. Halliburton, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away. But, boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
First one falls for him.
You know, young players who come into the league, you want to see if they can bring it every night. Halliburton has certainly fit that bill.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Burks is checked in. Halliburton hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now the pass to Dedmon. The dish now to Burks. Portland no good that time either.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And Halliburton just sees the play before the play.
And here's McConnell. Pass to Powell. On deep. Avdia with the rebound.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Brown the pass to Avdia. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Powell. Now here's Burks. Defense is right there. Powell kicks to Burks. Dedmon in the high post. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Dedmon's shot is off. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Passes it to Kispert. Now, here is Halliburton. He's another guy now had a stellar performance in that win against Denver. Avdia dishes to Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
Now, here's Burks. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo, here's Dedmon, and the rejection by Giannis. Now, here's Kispert. Burks covering. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Kispert wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And this is a sign of Giannis and his growth. The floor awareness now looking outstanding.
Floats one. No good on the shot. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now a timeout called by Portland. .127 left to play in the first quarter. Burks, the pass to Powell. Powell with a screen on Halliburton. The shot by Powell, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. Lets it go. Powell pulls it in. Portland has gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. McConnell passes to Dedmon. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Timberwolves.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Now Burks. After the missed 3 from Corey Kispert. Pass to Burks. Dedmon a screen. Burks kicks to Dedmon. Just 5 on the clock. Sinks the three-pointer. Dedmon's got 6 points.
Dedmon continues to work on that jump shot. Nice, high, fluid form.
McConnell against Brown. There's the pick. There's the pass to Giannis. Here's Kispert. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 3rd assist on the night. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Minnesota. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Morant with it on the court for the Trailblazers. LeBron James is out there with Batum. Then it's Anthony Simons. Then it's Paul George, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard. And they'll get another chance. Buries it from three-point range. KD's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
Why do KD threes look like layups? Man, it's unbelievable.
The feed now to James. Back to Simons. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 8.
And Anthony believing in himself that time, just zero hesitation on that, Jay.
Morant passes to KD. Ibaka with a screen on Powell. Out to Morant. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Powell. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
It's Durant on the wing, defended by George. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
That's a 2 from Simons. Portland again missing. Minnesota leading by 10. Morant right side. Passes to Giannis. Durant deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Giannis. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Whiteside's checked in for Powell. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. James outside. Shoots over Morant. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from LeBron.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 29 points for him last game against Denver.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
And he makes the first.
How is it that Giannis always seems fired up? I mean, this guy has a true enthusiasm for the game and for competition. He just delivers night in and night out. That's what makes him a star.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Now LeBron. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game? It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
LeBron can't get it to go.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Morant kicks to KD. To the middle, looking for Ibaka. He gets it there.
If Serge Ibaka can get down that low, it's going to be that easy for him.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's an 18-point game.
Well, when KD asked out, you knew the Nets would get a king's ransom. Perhaps the biggest star trade we've seen in decades. But with KD on this team, they are right in the thick of it as far as contending.
Now here's Durant. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
Well, with range extending out well beyond the arc, Durant has zero trouble knocking that one down.
KD against Simon. Batum passes to James. And they double up James. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Morant with the screen on Batum. And Antetokounmpo. Portland grabs the miss.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And here's James outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Kicks to Durant. George against Morant. Back to Durant. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. Tries from 7. That one off the back iron and out. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. Antetokounmpo finds Anunoby. Another miss by Minnesota. Portland's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And he's showing us a little bit of everything now, taking a leaner with no one on him.
Antetokounmpo against Batum. Puts it up from 7, and it's Antetokounmpo with the bucket inside. Giannis has got 7 now in this quarter.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Inside, it's stolen by Ibaka. 3-on-3. Here's Anunoby. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Now, here's Batum. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Durant against Simon. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Now Batum following the three-point attempt by Giannis. Outside, George. Six on the shot clock. Whiteside, a screen on Anunoby. Simons from outside. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And more the confidence of Giannis to be one of those go-to scorers. We're seeing those signs.
Whiteside sets the pick for George. Pass to LeBron. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
KD passes to Giannis. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
James, the pass to Whiteside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Anunoby against George. And there's the pass to KD. Top of the key. They get it back. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Kind of a throwback bucket. Ibaka down on the inside, getting points off the glass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
Minnesota making some changes. Kispert's checked in for Anunoby. Halliburton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Brown in for Morant.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Ibaka.
And Ibaka's game throughout his career has transformed a bit. Athletic and inside shot blocking presence. Now more of a spot up three man that plays smart in the pick and roll.
Powell for three. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Powell with the screen. To the paint. They could use a bucket. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, he's got a scorer's mindset, but Norman Powell does play unselfish. If you have a better shot, he'll give it up.
Pass to Brown. Ibaka for three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Powell. Passes it to McConnell. Powell with a screen on Brown. Powell kicks to Dedmon. Over Ibaka. Dedmon's shot is off. Minnesota shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Here's Kispert. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Kispert's got his third basket of the night.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. And the dunk by Powell.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
And here is Brown. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. For three, Durant. And another three for Minnesota.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Now, here's Burks. 1:19 left in the first half of the game. Dedmon's shot is off. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Kispert. Now here is Ibaka. The pass to KD. The three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Pass to Burks. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. 5 on the clock. It's Powell on the wing. For the three, Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Brown. KD's got 24.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Powell with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit. From the arc. To beat the clock. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
Kevin, thanks. KD, you're running and gunning out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we playing together, everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we playing like that, so we got to continue to do that.
KD, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They've made it a track meet. Transition buckets are easy baskets and easy points, Ernie. That builds your confidence, and it takes the pressure off your half-court offense.
Yeah, it's been a track meet. Trying to get in before the defense sets, that's where you get the good looks. Let's turn our attention to the dunk contest and see who's competing for a spot this year.
It's not enough to be a game dunker like you, Shaq. To win this event, you got to take the fans' breath away.
You took my breath, Kenny. I can't talk.
Oh, that's good.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The Timberwolves shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%, they're a machine from the floor. Antetokounmpo is out there with Ibaka. Then it's OG Anunoby. That's Durant, and it's Morant in at the point guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Now, here's Anunoby. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Now LeBron. Outside, George. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Just smart use right there, Paul George in the mid-range.
Pass to Anunoby. Ibaka outside. From outside the arc, it's good from long range. Ibaka's got 8.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Simons on the wing, shoots over KD, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Antetokounmpo passes to Anunoby. And it's off from three-point range.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
In the corner, it's James. Morant with the steal. Giannis with it. George picks him up. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Simons, the pass to James. Back to Simons. LeBron outside. And the 3-ball is good. 13 points in the game.
So good at everything he does offensively. LeBron working to become a more consistent three-point shooter.
Ibaka outside. Pass to Durant from past the arc. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Now here's George. He has 7. Outside, Batum. From outside, off the mark. And Morant's got the ball here for the Timberwolves. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Outside, KD. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And he has gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Powers through for the bucket. Gets a chance to tack on another point at the free throw line.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Simons. 8 points for him from 11 feet away. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
That's good from George.
Now you look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
Avdia's checked in for Minnesota. And George drops them both. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Morant kicks to Anunoby. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Friday, the Los Angeles Clippers will come into town. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Houston Rockets. And he knocks down the first one. And James drills them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
James against Morant. Outside, KD. And the three off target. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here's George for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Giannis passes to Morant. Outside Durant. There's the triple. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here is James. He's got 15. Outside Batum.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 23.
In a moment here now, they'll see the numbers for LeBron James. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. That free throw, no good. Powell, he's checked in for Portland. He hits the second from the line. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks.
That's just a good-looking shot from Paul George. Gets it right into his shooting pocket and finishes it off with confidence.
Count it. KD's got 5 points now this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's George. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Just 4 to shoot. And Fernie Simons, and that's good. Simons has got 11 points.
That's a smart read from Powell. He analyzed the play there and made the right pass.
Morant against Simons. Outside Durant. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Durant. Shoots over Powell, and again it's Minnesota.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Simons, the pass to George. Here's James. No good that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Down low. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. And he handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Batum finds Simons. And a miss there on the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Looking now at some numbers for Paul George. Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Simons kicks to LeBron. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
How many times have we talked about LeBron if he had played football, how dominating he would be. So solid, contact's not going to bother him.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Minnesota making some changes. Kispert's checked in for Anunoby. Halliburton comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Morant. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for James. Dwight Powell comes in for Nicholas Batum. Alec Burks checked in for George. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Anthony Simons. Now, here is Halliburton. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's McConnell. Inside. Here's Dedmon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's surprisingly good mobility there from Dwayne Dedmon. Solid at using the length he has to pick up contact inside.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Dedmon.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 24. Chalk up 2 there.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Powell, no one around him. Here's Dedmon. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Over in the corner, Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 6 assists in the game.
I mean, we've had some great passing big men in the NBA over the years. Giannis moving his way up the ladder now.
Now here's Powell. He has 6. To the middle. Here's Dedmon. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Dedmon's got 6 in the quarter.
The inside game of Dedmon looks pretty good there. That's a nice move. Comfortable with that.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And both free throws good for Giannis. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. His first shot coming late. And again, it's Portland converting. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Brown kicks to Giannis. Back to Brown. No good with the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's McConnell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Trailblazers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
He's off on the first. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. No luck that time either.
Well, back in 2017, Denny played professionally in his home country, representing Israeli basketball. He was a stud.
McConnell against Halliburton. Poked away and stolen by McConnell. The pass to Powell. He kicks to Burks. Dedmon in the high post. 6 to shoot. Pass to Powell. This one for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Ibaka's got 11 rebounds in the game. And for Avdia, he managed, Brent, to rack up 3 consecutive Israeli League championships.
Yeah, he really was the go-to guy, and he became the youngest MVP in league history at the tender age of 19. So doing all of that before entering the 2020 draft had a lot of NBA teams intrigued that, look, this guy has played in big games and in big moments. Could he do that for us?
Now Kispert, after Norman Powell missed from long range.
Yeah, it's one thing he showed in college. Tyrese Halliburton just has a great ability to scan the floor, and he can thread that ball into some really tight spaces.
Now here's Burks. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the inside, Dedmon kicks to Powell. Here's McConnell. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brown outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Halliburton outside. And it's McConnell with the rebound. And for Portland, they're shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Dishes it to Burks. Powell with the screen. The 10-footer. It's stolen by Ibaka. Brown feeling out a bit. Takes the 3. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The shot's good. Powell's got 8 points. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Minnesota on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
You know, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so here's Portland. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Powell is out there with Martin. Then it's Sharp, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Burks in at the two-guard position. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Kicks to Powell. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Burks can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Teardrop shot, and the layup good by Brown.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
On the wing, Williams. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
And here's Avdia after Lou Williams was able to get the three to go. Spins. Driving the lane. Avdia can't hit.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Burks. And then Sharp with the dunk.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Now Williams, following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep, and the dunk by Powell.
He's so dangerous as a scorer. Lou Williams can recognize when there's openings. This time it was a teammate.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Green, the pass to Brown. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes it to Burks. Back to Williams. He kicks it to Burks. Powell with a screen on Brown. Here's Burks. He feeds it to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So tough to contain the length of Giannis. When he takes those strides, he's going to make you foul him.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. With social media and the cult celebrity, a lot of pitfalls for players. Brent, is the NBA doing a good job preparing them to face those very public challenges?
That's a really good question, Kevin. And I think what's interesting is to study players who've been in the NBA for a while that are embracing social media versus what you're seeing with younger players who have grown up with social media and how they handle that dynamic coming in. And I think, quite frankly, the younger players are a lot better at doing it than some of the older players.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Pass to Ibaka. Sinks the triple. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds. James against Morant. Lets it go from 14. James misses. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Morant kicks to Anunoby. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists here tonight.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
And George gets it to go.
Yeah, trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Here's Morant going inside, and then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Now, here's George. Right side a screen. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Oh, boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Antetokounmpo inside. Batum's there. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. Giannis has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Hey, yo, get on Anthony.
Simons with the ball. Outside Batum. And the pass to James. Kicks it to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Well, I would say that's as high percentage as you're going to get from Hassan Whiteside. He really takes off on those dunks.
Morant against LeBron. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
And the first one drops. And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. Portland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. George looking over the floor. Pass to Whiteside. And Batum kicks to George. Batum attacking, misses the layup.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Outside, KD. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Durant's got 34 points.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Outside, George. Back to James. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's 19 points for LeBron.
On offense, LeBron James has definitely found the groove, and you love the energy.
Giannis outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
First free throw is good. A different look now for Portland. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Batum. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Whiteside. And both free throws good for Giannis. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Outside, George passes to LeBron. Over onto Tacumbo. And James with the basket on the assist by George. James has got 21 in the game.
I love that. This is LeBron not settling. He can dice you up from the mid-range, too.
Here's Giannis. Pass to Anunoby. A three-pointer off the mark.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
James finds Simons. And a couple years ago, the NBA played with a 72-game schedule. Think the NBA will ever shorten the number of games long-term and go back to that number?
I don't know, Kevin, but this idea of the mid-season tournament seems to be gaining more and more traction, and there's a lot more interest in what it would do to the competitiveness of the middle part of the season. And I think we're all for something like that, where something's on the line and we see guys elevated in that element.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Mike Powell comes in for James, and Alec Burks subbed in for Anthony Simons. And it's good for two.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Now, here's Burks. On the wing, George. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Giannis passes to Brown. Timberwolves passing it around. Giannis is double. Here's Avdia. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And here's George for 3. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The pass to Kispert. Over George. Kispert, no good.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Works for 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Avdia, the pass to Giannis. Giannis is double. Now, here's Kispert. Burks covering. Shot clock at 5. Outside Durant. The 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Burks kicks to McConnell. Dedmon a screen. There's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now Brown. Pass to Durant. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for KD. Rumors continue to fly about possible league expansion. Brent, any cities you'd like to see join the league?
Oh, man, there's a lot of great options out there, Kevin, but I would like to see the league go to 32 and have 16 in each conference. I think that would be great. And there's a city in the Pacific Northwest that deserves a team, and I think you know where I'm talking about, Seattle.
He throw good. Giannis. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Portland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Burks for 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. Minnesota's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Outside Durant, lets it go with the 3. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Powell with a screen on Brown. Outside, George. Good. And McConnell gets the assists. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
Brown outside. To the paint. Here's KD. Passes it to Avdia. Hits it from three-point range.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Now, here's Burks. Deadman a screen. The 10-footer. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. .116 left in the game. Just 3 to shoot. The tray. Burks can't get it to go.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And Ibaka kicks to KD. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Now, here's Burks. Pass to Deadman. Outside, George. And nothing is falling for him right now. Burks against Durant. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Huge, big win tonight. How did you do it?
I think we just had fun. I think guys were running to their spots, and we were able to drive the lanes and made the right pass, and we were knocking down shots. The ball was moving. We were defending. We were having fun. So that's why we got to win.
So you need to patent that formula, I guess. Congrats on the win, man. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.